When Roberto was 12 years old, the world asked him to grow up too fast. His parents died within the same year, his father taken by a sudden illness, his mother by grief that refused to loosen its grip. By the time the morning cloths were folded away, Roberto had become more than a child. He was a brother, a provider, and the only wall standing between his two younger siblings and hunger. Every morning before the sun rose over the dusty streets of Accra, Roberto lifted a crate of bottled water onto his head and walked toward the main road. Cars slowed, horns sounded, and voices called out prices. On some days, when business was slow, he went to the train station, carrying travelers' bags for a few coins. Other days, he washed cars under the burning sun, scrubbing until his fingers ached and the smell of soap followed him home. But even exhaustion could not bury his dream. At night, when his siblings slept, Roberto opened his worn accounting textbooks. He studied by candlelight, numbers dancing in his tired eyes. Accounting was not just numbers to him, it was order, fairness, and the promise that effort could be measured honestly. Years passed, and against all odds, he completed his studies. The day he received a job offer from a respected firm, Roberto cried not for himself, but for the boy he once was, selling water barefoot on the roadside. The office was clean, air-conditioned, and quiet. At first, Roberto felt out of place among polished shoes and confident laughter, but he worked harder than anyone else. When assigned a major financial project, he poured his soul into it, staying late, double-checking every figure. That project was his proof that he belonged, then everything collapsed. One morning, Roberto was called into the manager's office. His work had been submitted to a rival company. Worse, it was sent under someone else's name. Suspicion fell quickly, and whispers followed him through the office corridors. The betrayal cut deeper than poverty ever had. Roberto could have remained silent, but silence had never fed his siblings or protected his future. He gathered evidence, timestamps, drafts, email trails, handwritten notes. He worked as patiently as he once counted coins at the roadside. When the investigation ended, the truth stood firm. The colleague who had stolen the project was exposed and dismissed. Apologies followed, but more importantly, respect returned. Roberto was not just cleared, he was promoted. His integrity, resilience, and determination were recognized. As Roberto walked home that evening, the city lights glowing softly, he thought of the road where he once sold water, the station where he carried bags, and the cars he washed under the sun. None of it was wasted. Every struggle had shaped him. He had carried responsibility before he carried success, and that made all the difference. For the weight of tomorrow is carried by the strength you build today.